I'm excited.
I'm so happy to see you again, my friend. It's been a long time, and it's beautiful to start this podcast off with you as our first guest because we go back a long way, but there's a lot of stuff I don't know about you, so I'm excited to learn about it. So thanks for being part of this.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super stoked. My first sexuality moment I can remember in a movie, and I'm sure this wasn't the first, but one of the memorable ones I have is always Titanic. You know the sex scene in the car,
the steamy car,
and it just drags down, and I'm like, is that how it is? Am I gonna have hot, steamy sex with a,
Leonardo
DiCaprio? Is this my fate? So I feel maybe a little delusion. There's so many red flags. I think just somebody not being able to have conversations about stuff, people being super defensive immediately has always been kind of a red flag for me. If I try to approach somebody about something in a soft way and they meet it with defense and whatever, I'm oh, okay. And that's okay, but as long as if you tell them hey, you kind of met this with you were really defensive and whatever, and then they're still that way, then it's okay, red flag confirmed.
Yeah.
I'm now in a relationship, so I'm, I still work and I still do the scenes that I want to do, but I'm pretty monogamous outside of work. So yeah, we kind of just, we have, you get into these relationships and you have your things, right? Yes. You get kind of comfy and it's but it feels good. It's a comfort that's oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It's you're oh, I can set my bags down and chill, So I think just having that connection, it has been really refreshing for me. Having an actual feeling with somebody, because I honestly been single for a very long time. I've been kind of just casually dating the last 5 years. So it's I finally have a connection.
Yeah.
And that's nice, and I honestly get off on that. If we're gonna just go to baseline of actions, I am a big kisser. I just want to kiss and get the neck kisses and the ear kisses, and I'm very caressy and eye contact, and yeah, so all of that just riles me up.
Amazing.
That is so hard because I think that goes so deep, sexually, what qualities do I find sexually attractive? As far as physical, I'm again, it goes back to eye contact. I'm super, I look people's eyes. Something about that is super for me. But there's so many other things, just how I get along with somebody, how I have my first interaction with them, whether it be a scene partner or whatever. Is there a vibe? Are we are we or is it awkward and isolate, shut down, which granted, I'm a very understanding person. Again, this is a job. So when it comes to on-set sexualness, it's dude, we're here to work. You don't have to be, you don't have to interact with me at all if you don't want to.
Right.
But I do look for a little bit of oh, would we like each other?
Right.
If I met you randomly, would we get along a little bit? And that I think that helps for me.
So connection again.
Connection
is the theme of today's conversation.
Apparently, yeah.
I love it. Well, Cadence, I've known you for many years and we've had many great conversations, but I don't think we've ever quite had a conversation as meaningful to me as the conversation we had today.
Yes, it was great.
So thank you so much for being my very first podcast guest.
Thank you.
I appreciate you breaking the ice, and let's keep it real.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For real.